Thank you for staying with us. The two inmates who escaped from the Columbia County Correctional Institute Thursday morning are now back in custody.
They showed up at a nonprofit in Rockford where an employee recognized them and stalled until police arrived. We have team coverage. Our Gabriela Becerra spoke to the woman who recognized them and turned them into police. But first, our Amanda Quintana has more on who helped them escape. Amanda?
Deering and Newman are back in custody, but there's also a third person in custody. Deputies say last night they arrested a worker at the Columbia Correctional Institution. This is 46-year-old Holly Zimdahl. She was a civilian kitchen worker at CCI and is now facing a charge for being party to the escape. Today, Sheriff Roger Brandner said evidence linking Zimdahl to the escape was found in her car, her home, and on her. But investigators are still trying to find a connection between her and Deering and Newman, who were cellmates. We're also learning more about how the two got out, going over two large fences at a maximum security prison.
I saw some video and some pictures. It's pretty obvious to me that they had some clothing and some items that they put on top of the barbed wire fence to support them getting over it. I do know that both inmates were injured. One of them actually sought medical attention under a false name down in Illinois.
Deputies are still looking for other people who helped the two. Someone picked them up in Poinet on their way to Rockford, and detectives are still looking for that person and any other prison staff who might have helped them escape as well. Once they're both sent back to Wisconsin, they will likely be split up and sent to other prisons, not back to CCI. Sheriff Brandner says the hero in all of this was the woman who recognized the two and stalled until police could get there. Our Gabriela Becerra talked to that woman known as Miss Carly. She's live in Rockford with the latest. Gabby.
Rockford police arrested two inmates who escaped from a maximum security prison in Portage, Wisconsin, here on the doorstep of Miss Carly's place, over 100 miles away from the Columbia Correctional Institution. And it's all thanks to a woman who dedicates her life to helping others.
This is my block, this is my city, and I'm going to do everything I can to protect it.
It's not unusual for strangers to show up on the doorstep of Miss Carly's place looking for help, but founder Carly Rice says she immediately noticed red flags when two men showed up at her nonprofit early Friday morning.
They were only wearing thin thermal shirts and gray sweats, which I recognized to be prison issue. So already I had a flag raised, and when they took off their mask to talk, it was just one of the regular COVID masks. I was like, holy cow, this is those prison escapees.
When she stepped inside to get the pair coats, she called 911, but stayed as calm as possible so she didn't tip them off.
So we stood out there and smoked cigarettes and drank coffee with them until the police showed up.
Rice said it felt like forever waiting for police, when in reality it was only a matter of minutes.
I saw the police starting to gather like 2 blocks away out of the corners of my eyes, and they had no idea because they were digging through a bin of clothes.
Once they were in custody, police say they identified the pair as Thomas Deering and James Newman using tattoos and pictures. One inmate is insisting he isn't who they say he is.
It's a picture, and by gosh, we can all look at a picture and say that, you sure that's not you? Because it sure looks like you, so.
Police applauded Rice for her quick thinking.
Miss Carly's place, Miss Carly making the phone call, it does take a lot of courage, you know, to recognize that somebody there could be dangerous and to step away and make a phone call and say, I think they're here. That's what we want every citizen to do.
Although Rice says she did what needed to be done, she still feels a need to offer her support to the inmates.
I didn't make any eye contact with them. I was actually trying to, because I wanted to apologize, because I still think of these people as human beings.
Deering and Newman will be held at the Winnebago County Jail in Illinois until Columbia County can come down here, interview them, and transport them back to Wisconsin.
All right, Gabby, thank you, and Amanda as well.